In this video, we will be addressing the international borders of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, or as most people call it, just the Netherlands. But it is very important, actually, to not just call it the Netherlands, because the Netherlands is just one constituent country of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, which also includes, I think it's 2 islands in the Caribbean. But yeah, the Netherlands is just one of the countries that make up the Kingdom of the Netherlands. It's kind of confusing. Like, can't they just give it a different name so it's not so confusing? But anyway, this video is not about names, it's about borders. Actually, the whole channel is about borders. But anyway, without further ado, we are going to move up north here. Into, yeah, this river up here. So I know this is a really minor thing, but their border with Germany, it just seems a little bit odd because, like, why does the Netherlands have part of the German side of the river? That doesn't make sense. And I can see that the Netherlands really wants this river because they take all of the land around it, but I guess it can stay that way just because it's consistent, but it kind of juts inland right here, so we have to fix that because that doesn't look right. But I don't know how to address this bridge right here. So maybe we can just kind of let it loop around like that, sort of, so that they can keep the roads. But then it's gonna go back to, yeah, just this, and then the border's gonna go like that. So yeah, that was kind of useless, I guess, because Germany still doesn't get the river, but I wasn't trying to give Germany the river anyway. But anyway, moving on to a perhaps more fascinating example, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, which I would assume you are since you're watching this video, is this issue with Barl-Hertog or Barl-Nassau, depending on what you call it. And as you can see right here, it's just a complete mess. I mean, look at all these white lines right here. So all these white lines represent the border between the Netherlands and Belgium. So let me try to break this down for you. The whole thing is surrounded by the Netherlands, but there's a bunch of little pockets of it that are part of Belgium, even though it's not connected to Belgium. But then there's areas of land inside the Belgian part that's inside the Netherlands that are part of the Netherlands. So like this little 2-house property right here, this is part of the Netherlands, but it's completely surrounded by Belgium. But then this part of Belgium that completely surrounds the Netherlands is completely surrounded by the Netherlands. So we have the Netherlands surrounding Belgium, which then surrounds the Netherlands, which is just kind of confusing to say, and you're probably really confused watching this, but that's the best I can explain it. But it's not like these are drawn, like, very specifically either. Like, this home goods store, it's literally split into thirds between the Netherlands and Belgium. So that must be really confusing if you own that store or if you go to that store. So, the rule that they have here is a lot of houses actually are in both countries too, because of all these weird lines here. So what the rule is that if your front door, so like the door closest to your driveway, I guess, is in the Netherlands, then your country is in the Netherlands, even if more than half of your house is in Belgium, and obviously it works the same way the other way around. So if your house is in both Belgium and the Netherlands, it is legally considered to be the country that your front door is in. And I'm not really sure exactly what happens if your front door is split between the two countries. That would get kind of confusing. But anyway, moving on from that really complex example, we have this little panhandle thing right here. It's actually quite large, and it's where this city, Maastricht, it's very important to European Union stuff. So, realistically, that should probably stay part of the Netherlands because it's significant to them, but just for the purpose of looks, we're just going to give this panhandle to Belgium because Belgium is smaller than the Netherlands. That's not really fair, so we're just gonna cut some buildings in half and just draw a line like that. Yeah, and there, that's good. And lastly, we have this thing over here. So let me circle or put a square around it. So what I'm focusing on here is this land within this square. So it is, so to the south of it is Belgium, to the north of it is water, but yet it's part of the Netherlands, but it's not connected by land to the Netherlands. So why is it part of the Netherlands? Well, I don't know, so that's why we're going to make it part of Belgium, because it's kind of hard to get there if you're in the Netherlands, so why not just make it part of Belgium? Because, I mean, you could probably walk there or drive there accidentally if you're in Belgium, so, and you can't really do that if you're in the Netherlands, so it's really just a lot more practical and makes more sense if it's just part of Belgium. And this way, the Netherlands and Belgium are more of an equal size comparison. So yeah, that's our border right there. And as promised, that was the last border change for this scenario. I might do a part 2 if I realize that there's things I forgot, but there's 193 United Nations recognized countries, so there probably won't be another Netherlands one anytime soon, because there's a lot of countries with a lot of problems that need to be fixed. So, that's all I have for today's video, and hope to see you in the next one if you enjoy watching these. Thanks for watching.